when it's just Twitch alone and not connected to. Yeah, no, it's just Restream. Cause I just made it so it's just Twitch alone, and it's good. It's keeping around to the 3,000 mark that I want it to be.
Oh.
That is super odd. It does not help it. It's been messing with my audio as well. Because I tried streaming on both YouTube and
Thank you.
Twitch one time. And normally I have a setup where basically my music isn't it you can hear my music when I'm like streaming live. But once I once I stop it and have the VOD for it, it does not actually like you can't hear the music in the VOD. That's what I normally have for setup. For some reason, it's like it does not do that, and it's annoying.
I hope you're able to figure it out, dear.
I'm gonna just have to keep this Twitch. That or just switch back and forth from YouTube and Twitch, because how it is.
Oh. I got a new job.
Oh, congratulations.
I put in an application to a UPS store. They called me immediately and asked when I could start.
Oh, shit.
It's the same amount of money that I'm making right now. Well, the thing is, I'm a licensed notary. I also know the job. They need a notary because the only ones there's only like 2 out of all of them, and they don't work like, they work like, when it's only just one of them, it's a pain because a lot of people go there for notary. So, like, this is them reaching out and really wanting me to come in. They even wanted me to start immediately, but I'm like, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I'm going to give my previous employer that much. They're like, okay, cool. We can work with that. So, on the upside, better pay. I don't have to deal with this idiot of an owner at my job anymore. Who's been doing a lot of incredibly sus things, to be fair.
What kind of sus things? Now you got me concerned.
Well,
I am streaming, by the way.
Oh, right. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
We're not naming names.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you more about it later. But for the most part, I'm leaving that job in 2 weeks. I don't know what my schedule will be like because the UPS is also open on Sundays, and I'm used to having Sundays off. So if I'm going to just keep to the current schedule as is, but if any major changes happen with the new job, there might be a little bit of a delay, and we might have to work a couple of times around, but we should be fine. I can't make any guarantees, though.
This actually reminds me, there's something I should bring up. I'm looking at a job opportunity right now, but if I take it, I'm going to be unable to use the internet for upwards of 2 months.
Oh. That's 2 months, huh?
2 months. 8 sessions. Fuck.
4 sessions.
Oh yeah, bi-weekly, not weekly. Sorry. Still a big number though.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't worry. If anything happens like
the guy
that,
who offered me the job right now.
So let me know when that happens. We'll work something out.
Yeah. It won't be until like May, but
understood.
Just because like I'm looking into it right now. figure I should be upfront with it so as to not catch anyone off guard. I'm sure we can find a way to make my disappearance make sense. Should it come to that.
Let's see. Are we all on this map?
Okay,
Probably
thank
log
you.
in, shouldn't I?
Are we? No, we are not. Where is everyone? Where did I leave the party?
We are in town.
Half
Oh,
of
I'm
us
sorry.
are currently
In a trench
freezing. The
coat.
other half are just looking about like we have no idea what's happening.
Let me see.
Should we
To
move down?
clarify, by the way, Art. Probably.
I'll do a big recap. Don't worry.
Okay, I was gonna say to Art, like half of the group is freezing to death, and the other half is just like chilling.
Yeah. I don't
You're
have...
probably in the half that is chilling.
Yeah, I don't have a weakness to cold. In fact, I don't think I'm
Same here.
susceptible to environmental conditions.
You're not, but when offered a custom fur coat, Art would say,
100% yes, give me that shit without hesitation.
understood.
It's not about the temperature, it's about the fucking presence.
Should we got a hat from them? So
Of the personality. You
So-
are a villain, alright, just not a super one.
So, I'd imagine this, but probably in purple. I'm just going to copy image. And actually, you know what? I'm going to save the image and put it right into the Roll20 so everyone can see.
I'm gonna move down to game
Oh, excuse me.
time.
Yes,
Yeah,
let's
we
all
should
move
probably
down to
move
game
down.
time.
Game time!
Bonk, 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 bonk,
There we
bonk,
go.
bonk.
Who's not here? Who's not here?
Bonk.
Ah, of course. He probably...
He probably went away from the
probably-
computer to grab something.
CeeLo probably fell asleep again. Understood. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There's CeeLo.
What
no,
the
I'm
fuck is
looking.
with this cursed set of die? I've rolled 4 ones in a row.
Damn.
Can you beat 7? That's the number to beat.
No, I got a 19 after I said that.
You're just getting all the bad rolls out. You're just getting all the bad rolls out. That's all it is.
To be fair, it's a hollow metal die. So, and that was another one. So it's like it rolls a lot.
So to give
Oh,
everyone an
another one.
idea of like
That's
the kind of
6
fur
ones
coat that I
so far,
imagine,
just in general.
oops,
Okay.
nope, that's not it. It's Shift C. Look, this is the kind of coat that I imagine
Oh my god,
our dear
no!
Art to be in.
No!
No, that's too much. I
think it's
also don't
fucking
have
perfect.
4 arms. Or a top hat. Top hats are tacky. We
Yeah,
can do
top
better
hat's
than that.
tacky, but the coat, I can see him.
No, the shoulder pads are too big. No, I have
Nothing's
some
too
class.
Why? No! I do not see art in that.
Just like a tasteful parka.
No.
I am the Canadian. I'm the expert on winter attire.
Just get that out of.
I got rid of it.
Okay.
It's over. It's really funny though. But I have better taste than that. Come on. What do you take me for?
It just.
Do you know what those freaks on the internet would do if I wore something like that?
I'm trying to find a parka that doesn't look modern.
I'll look for an aviator's jacket.
Oh, one of the funny moments from last session art was, Jimmy kind of, like, helping Twig out in the sense of trying to help them keep warm. And
Is that why there were 3 goblins in a trench coat?
No, I'll explain.
it's not goblins.
I think the exact wording was gremlins.
Nope.
No.
3 short people in a trench coat.
Close enough.
But at one point we gotten into the tailor shop, and my character's like, you can let go now. Twig,
Let go out. Nah.
no, exactly.
I live here now.
Yeah, no. Twig was just like, no. No.
Warm.
Whole meeting
Speaking of
even
Twig,
lift
where's
Twig
Mars?
up, and it
Probably
just
it's
dragged Jimmy.
So,
They were awake really late. I saw them.
Yeah, they have a
server last
tendency
night.
to be.
so
I can't say shit. I was also awake very late last night.
I'll be right back. My alarm went off for my laundry, so 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm excited. I'm expecting some in-town shenanigans, just for the fun of it today.
Shopping trip.
Really?
New shops.
Fair.
They might have things that Neverwinter didn't.
I had to like Tilo almost goofed up and saying that we were gonna leave town without the new jackets. Which was a big mistake.
Tragedy.
I luckily caught him on that, but because it's like if it's already cold here, it's gonna be freezing. When
Yeah,
we
you
go
guys
up.
need winter clothes.
Yeah, Jimmy's fine.
Do you have a passive against cold climate?
It seems like her outfit, her new look, causes it.
Ah. I can kind of see that.
Yeah, cause I actually questioned that to Karma last session. It's like I just got this outfit like 2 sessions ago, I think,
Yeah.
and it's like her mom's an adventurer, and she's packed with an entity who's known to travel.
Yeah.
Never
It
mind.
was factored in.
Yeah. It's like they would probably acknowledge Jimmy's gonna be wandering into some extreme temperatures.
Oh yeah.
So,
Or it's just gonna go with the fucking seasonal fashion because extra is shit. I know what I am.
See, I just imagine him being like the one guy who's out in like a full summer regalia in the dead of winter.
I mean, that's me out of character.
It's like, don't you think this new swimsuit is fetching?
I'm painfully Canadian. This is absolutely something that I do.
It's really funny because of Twig's
Did we-
thing, because it does not help that when Jimmy first got the outfit, Art was going off of how fucking soft the thing was, the cloak
So
was.
soft.
Okay. All right. So, since apparently my washing machine doesn't follow the same rules of time as the rest of us, let's begin. Apparently, its enemy has a completely different understanding of what 1 minute and 1 hour and 50 minutes is supposed to be.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, in lieu of that, welcome back, everyone. It's lovely to see you guys again. Sorry about last time.
No, you're good. That's nothing to apologize for.
What happened last time?
We took we got to a point. We took a quick break so that I can do the laundry, and then I realized that I kind of fell asleep against the washer.
Oh no.
Yeah, kind of passed out for a bit, and then I'm like, oh, that's not good. Not
Little bit of
feeling.
hunk
Oh,
shoe.
wow. Yeah. But
Clearly needed the hunk shoe.
yes. The hunk shoe was weak with me.
No, the hunk shoe was strong with you.
No, previously the hunk shoe was weak. That's why it became stronger. In any case,
Snuck up on you.
indeed. So, we return once again to yet another thrilling episode, hopefully, of. I'm not even going to do it. Dancing Shadows, Seeking Truths. Finding Answers. Something like that. Words.
Something. Words, letters, yellow.
Everything above.
Yes. A few verbs, a few adverbs, a few adjectives, we're good. In any case. So. Last time we went off, you all were docked at, you actually made it to your destination. No, you were still in Lusk, I do believe.
Yeah, we're still in Lusk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
You were
docked
docked at Lusk. Go on.
We were just docked at Lusk.
That's right.
Yeah, we're lusking.
You are indeed lusking. You were docked at Lusk in order to, tend to any minor repairs that needed to be done, recover certain supplies, fix a certain cannon, things like that. Slow turn to Art. At the docks, you were greeted by an official that looked particularly tall yet awkward because it was in like a very long fur coat, and the head looked far too small for the body. It was the face of a gnome with a monocle on them, and they had greeted you all and welcomed you, thanking you for your services, as well as getting information of what the heck actually happened.
Yeah.
And then at some point, they were like, yes, well, please bring this token of our appreciation with you, and it will allow you certain boons within the town. Boons? No. Services? There's a word, I'm just forgetting. And then, he looks down and says, ahem, present the token. And then, halfway down the coat, a small hand pops out holding out the token for someone to grab, and then immediately goes in and closes the coat. After which point, he's like, okay, turn 180 degrees. Okay, no, that's good. A little more to your left. Okay, good. And then start walking. And then immediately someone went, that's more than one person in that coat yet, right? It's like, yeah, one of the officials' assistants went, yes, that's the entire council.
The whole council.
The whole council. And the token itself had an emblem of a merchant scale, a gem, and a, what was the other thing? Scale, gem, and fish? Fish, yes.
Fish.
Which was representative of Lusk's three major, the three things that Lusk was basically known for, which is their fishing industry, their mining industry, and the fact that they are a major port town.
They're a hub for mercantile
Yes.
trade. This is great news.
You also realize that it was incredibly cold. Like you can tell who the locals were because they're the ones who were working at the docks in probably just like a pair of shorts and not much up top unless they needed to have it there. And you can also easily see who didn't belong there by the thick furs they were wearing. At which point, we realized that several of your number hate the cold.
Including the giant snake lady.
Which included the giant snake lady,
Stone? Question mark?
like, I'm not exactly too sure if Richard would have been too affected by the cold, considering
He's made
his
of
actual...
wood.
Yeah.
Rich probably
Yeah.
would be in the same boat as me. He's made of wood. He
Mm.
doesn't really feel temperature the same way.
And considering the race that Ozzy is, he's only like slightly bothered by the cold, but not really. Like it's really brisk, dude. But
It's only the
take it or leave
hummingbird
it.
and Twig.
Yeah, Twig
It's
and
like-
Bit would definitely have problems.
Yeah, Ozzy's just like, yeah, I could use a sweater. I mean, it's alright.
I mean, it's okay.
It's alright.
It's okay.
You all were pointed to the local tailor who agreed to do several jobs. They had a hanging picture, a portrait, I should say, of the tailor shaking hands with all three of the council, so it would have given you a first look of the entire council, which included a halfling, a gnome whose face you saw from the tall stack of council people, and a goblin.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Does Lusk have better, like, textiles than Neverwinter?
They have a large influx of furs, as well as there are a good number of textiles from trading. I wouldn't say it's better than Neverwinter because Neverwinter is a major capital, but there might be a few things that you would find cheaper here than you would over in Neverwinter.
Gotcha.
We had also made the group assumption that out of everyone who would get a coat, you would definitely be right up there in front. It's like, yes, these are the exact things that I require.
Yes, absolutely. 110%. With certainty.
I'm also trying to remember where the picture of the snake in the fur sleeve was, but
I
that's
think
essentially what they're making for...
I think it's possibly more up in the mute channel. I think
True.
because we were
Uh,
up in there last session.
But they basically handed out some temporary jackets for everyone and did a kind of makeshift fur sleeve around Holmina in order to kind of better protect them. But they said that they'd make something custom and easier to move in as soon as they could get started.
I thought it was Maya. Wait, hold up. I thought
Maya.
Hamina
Maya,
was
I
fine.
don't know why I said Holmina. Maya.
Amina's chilling. Big chilling.
Yeah, she's chilling. She
Wait
she's
a
got full
minute.
distance.
That's not the same person.
I mean, they're both large, they both have scales, must be the same person.
Have we ever seen Holmina and Maya in the same room?
Yes, right now.
I fucking hate that. I hate that.
I mean, we are chilling.
Big chillin'. Biggest of chillin'.
But yes, in order to protect herself from the cold, Twig had immediately hugged Jimmy, who proceeded to wrap their cape around them, and then they were like, "This is warm. I live here now."
It does not help
So-
that Jimmy is feeling like she's just in normal house temperature.
Mm-hmm.
She is.
Poor Jimmy had to deal with cold fingers.
I wonder if I could buy Twig a nice coat and get Goldfinger to pay me back.
Well, I mean, currently they have a nice coat, or they have a temporary coat, and they're having a custom one made. It was just kind of
How nice
tucked in
is
for
it?
their size.
How high quality?
This is off the rack nice, not custom nice, and the
Gotcha.
custom nice is going to be better.
It's gonna take a few days.
that's a given.
We're gonna be stuck here for a few days, I believe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, certainly. Especially if Art's getting a coat.
And As to where you'll be staying, you were basically pointed to the large building in the center of town, which is their council building, but it also has like amenities to house special guests, of which you guys are considered because of your heroic efforts.
Because we took down a giant fucking anglerfish.
Because you took down a giant fucking anglerfish.
That bastard had it coming.
It messed with the wrong ship.
They messed with the wrong ship.
They were fishing for trouble and they got it.
Was not part of our ship, was not part of our crew.
Oh, I believe Twig's at the library with some of the rest of us. I think me and Maya went to the giant sword.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the party split up after this point, and here's the breakdown. You were told that the town has a long-standing agreement with the local frost giant tribe, that the frost giants would protect the city from harm in exchange for tribute. Which, considering it's a popular merchant town and they don't do anything to kind of like fuck up with the trade. In fact, they actually improve it with their protection. It works out.
Jimmy asked about any interesting things around the town to look at.
One of the main points of interest that was told was a giant sword, literally like a two-handed sword made for a giant that was stuck into the ground in front of the city. And this was essentially the proof of oath, or the oath blade. That so long as the blade exists there, it is proof that it is under the protection of the Frost Giant tribe, and that the Frost Giants will do everything in their power to protect it whenever the city is in danger. Not everyone wanted to see it, though, because some people wanted to go exploring on their own. Specifically, Twig wanted to go to the local library. They had a hard time finding it and kept on having trouble because the library kept on moving, according to them.
Totally wasn't because they got lost.
Totally wasn't.
Totally not. It was like the one. It was
You
like
don't
the
know.
one...
It could have actually been moving.
I mean, we already dealt with one walking library. What's so insane about another?
Ooh.
Exactly.
I'm not exactly too sure where anybody else went. It's my humble belief that Richard would have gone with Twig in order to make sure that Twig was safe.
Yeah, most likely.
Art would have gone shopping.
Art would go shopping.
100% Art would go shopping.
Ozzy would Ozzy have wanted to see the blade or go to the library?
If you remember correctly, I was going to go resupply on spell components after going with the group to the sword.
Okay. So, you're with Sword Group for now. Art is immediately going shopping, and Twig is on a book adventure. Understood.
The reading rainbow, some would say.
Is that a butterfly in the sky? Wow, it's really too cold for that. No, so, Art, I want you to make a list of everything that you're looking for, or are you just perusing?
I'm just perusing. I want to know what shops there are here.
Okay, so really quick, aside from the aforementioned tailor, there is a large number of craft shops based off of various minerals and materials that can be mined. So, you have your various smiths, silversmith, blacksmith, toolsmith, that kind of thing. Weapons, armor. You also have you have a nice spice shop that features imported teas as well as a variety of spices, things that can only be found in major trading hubs like this. Which means that the prices are kind of hiked up.
Yeah, which makes sense. They're import goods.
obviously fish stalls and various things for fishing, boating. There's some woodworking craft stores. Not that many. A lot of it seems a bit more utilitarian for the most part, aside from like the occasional out of town merchant who decided to move in. You're easily able to tell the difference between the two.
Hmm.
And considering what this place is, there is even a local representative office of the Merchants Guild.
That much I'd expect. There's a bunch of minerals. What kind of jewels we talking? What kind of jewels and gemstone, shiny things are we talking?
Yes?
Yes.
Like, they don't sell them as raw ore. They're all worked and either sold as appropriate ingots or as proper gems to be faceted as you wish kind of deal.
So they'd be rough cut gems at this point still.
Some rough cut, though there is services for fine cuts. Like there is like jewelers who will make things to they do commissions. Yes.
Are the ores in this region magic by chance? Specifically with the gemstone.
You have a means of you do have a means. Yes, that's right.
I do, yes. Although right now that would kind of just be like a world knowledge check, I think, because arts
Yes,
lived in
but it
Neverwinter.
wouldn't be something that they have just laying out there. That's more of something you would ask for. Like they'd advertise that they have the finest magical gems and etc. 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 But still,
Yeah, so I'd have to like ask in specific.
yes. And while you're considering any further questions, I will get back to you to go to the group at large.
Yep.
So, after finding where you'll be staying and, setting your stuff down, you decided to go straight for the major, what is that called? Site, I suppose? Tourist trap? Something like that. I went all the way to Luskin and saw a giant sword, and all I got was this lousy shirt. In any case. The only thing that I really hate is that there isn't just like a generic. No, don't leave. Thank you. No, I accidentally clicked something I shouldn't have. That there isn't like just maps for each and every town that I want you guys to hit, even though it's right there on the map. Nah. But still, from the main building, it's basically just a straight thoroughfare to the major trading gate. It's a wide road to make room for all of the various carts and trade caravans that go through Luskin. And you're even able to easily see the hilt, crossguard, and part of the blade from where you are as it peeks over the wall that surrounds Luskin. So I don't think you'll have a hard time finding it. But for those of you with really bad senses of direction, no.
Sorry, Twig.
No, but the place isn't particularly crowded at this time of day. Like, there's some wagons coming through. The street has some good foot traffic as people go to various stalls that are lining across it, trying to get people's attention. But essentially, it only takes a good 15-20 minute walk to go all the way down the thoroughfare to reach the gate. I'm going to assume you all just go straight there, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Once you get there, you easily pass the gate. The gate guards just like kind of nod to you as you pass by, just keeping an eye out for anything distinct. They give a look at Holmina, and one of them looks a little nervous. Another one just kind of like gives a sly wink as they look you over.
I don't even know what to say.
Maya gets a little more of a reaction, but more of like a curiosity because they see Maya, who's wearing a fur coat with a hood over their human part, and then they see this long trail of Maya's snake body also wrapped in various furs, and then they're just like, what am I looking? What the? Huh?
Do they say anything, or
No, it's just like a double take, and they're doing their best to stay professional. But you do hear some kids in the crowd going, "Mommy, mommy, look at the funny long fur snake!" Don't look, dear.
Mina
No point.
can't help but like stifle a chuckle.
That is insane.
they're a kid? Let it go.
You even get a couple of kids
I don't know,
trying to come up and like wanting to like touch or jump on, but they get pulled back by their parents.
What, you're a pretty little fur snake. What's there to say?
Nobody else in your group really gets as much attention, though a few people are looking at Jimmy's cloak because of how eye-catching it is, and other people are kind of like, a couple of people actually approach Ozzy and go, "Do you need to warm up? Are you all right? You look
I am
absolutely frigid.
fine. I am okay.
What's your
I
blue in
am
the
fine.
face?"
That's how he always is.
Racism. Anyway, oh man. Don't worry. This nice, comfortable coat will be fine for me. I am good.
Understood.
Also, Karma, I can't get into the Roll20 for some reason.
What?
I literally cannot, like, I'm in the lobby, but it's stuck on the ad and it will not go away.
Close it and open it again?
I've tried this.
Here, let me try sending
Close the
you
browser and go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, close the browser, see if that works.
Have you tried going to settings and allow untrusted URL? No, wait, sorry.
Bruh.
That's watching videos.
Okay, again, I'm in the lobby. Is it gonna actually update? Is it gonna let me actually see
Hey!
the game?
Hey, there he is.
I still can't see the game?
Oh,
I see
it'll
y'all.
let you. I think it'll let you.
Oh, it's finally loading? Oh, that's lovely. Okay, thank you.
there we go.
There we go.
Turn everything off and on again, and it'll eventually work.
That's definitely how that works. Alright, we're good.
We're good? Cool.
I think so.
I'm trying to get a picture of the blade, but for some reason it's not letting me.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Not cool. Okay. Never mind. Save images.
Welcome back.
I'm alive.
Welcome back.
As you started talking about the stuff with the sword, I had the epiphany. I haven't. So I went and got food quick.
You haven't what?
I haven't eaten today, like anything. So I've fixed that now.
Tin!
I have food in front of me.
Honestly.
In my defense, I only woke up at 11.
Fair, I suppose.
I also
Only been
have
4
not
hours.
eaten anything all day.
So,
Oh, those weapons are
The sword at the far right next to the shield. That's the so you see the metal part of the blade from above the wall, but when you approach it, you actually see that the blade seems to be wrapped in ice, as it, from what you can see from where it's dug into the ground. And it looks like a good half of the blade is in the ground. There's a large crowd surrounding it, a bunch of onlookers who are just kind of like admiring it as tourists do. And the area around it has been kind of cordoned off in order to prevent folks from getting too close to it. Now, when I say this is a giant blade, this thing is taller than most giants. Because a giant is merely large. No, huge. Huge. This thing would be akin to if someone were wielding Cloud's Buster Sword.
This is the greatest sword.
Yes, this is the greatest of. This is a giant's great sword. +1. So yes.
It definitely does at least 1 damage.
But yeah, as you approach, there's a group of people who are just kind of like standing in front of it and talking about it, like much like people would if like a curator would talk about a museum piece kind of deal. And there's even a plaque off to one side written in both common and giant that basically explains what the blade is.
Yeah, I'm assuming they both say the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Can Maya just go up and read it real quick?
Of course. And as she reads it, it reads, "Behold the Oath Blade of the Frost Peak Frost Giant clan. So long as this blade rests before the city of Luskan, they are oath-bound to protect it from any and all harm, so long as Luskan honors their bargain and provides tribute and sustenance to the Frost Giant tribe."
That's why there's so...
That's why what?
There's so many spices. Why is my mic cutting? I'm gonna fight Discord.
I wish I could tell you. Maya.
I found the problem.
Yes.
As you read and get a little closer, Cloudpiercer is just like, ah, yes. This is a true giant's weapon.
I was actually just about to ask you what you even know about these frost giants.
They were allies to my tribe. You couldn't find greater warriors to stand at your side.
So, they're good people then?
Better. They're good giants.
Yep. Maybe we'll run into him when we're trying to find everything else.
If anything, I would suggest you seek them out first.
Why is that?
They would be the closest giant tribe that would be allied to our cause.
Fair. Didn't the merchant say sometimes one of them comes down here to maintain it?
The merchant did say that. They also said they haven't seen them in a while, which was a little worrying. By the way, I need all of you to roll perception.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. What about our auto passer? Where's our auto passer?
At the library.
Oh god. Oh god.
Wait, no, I also have high perception.
I'm not
Oh,
there. I just wanted to see.
I didn't even roll a nat 1 and I still got lower than the nat 1!
I have a passive
You can do it, I believe you.
I have a passive perception of 21.
All right.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that'll do it. That'll do it. Ozzy.
Yes, sir.
Perception.
Okay.
What do you see?
I need your mage eyes to perceive something.
All right. This +1 will do great.
Great.
Oh
great,
yeah,
great,
14.
Hey, you did better than the
Better
other
than my
+1.
5.
Okay, so Ozzy, Jimmy, and Maya, as you ponder the blade before you in all its frozen glory, you are able to perceive fine cracks in the ice that seem to crawl up into the blade itself.
Oh no.
Depending on the angle, they wouldn't really be visible, but for whatever reason, you're able to kind of see something's a little off as you kind of like shift feet and slightly get a different angle. It's like, wait, the light's hitting it, I don't know, a really off way.
Are those cracks?
Nina just is staring directly at it and then just kind of sniffs it. I was contemplating about having her lick it and see if it was ice.
Yeah.
So again, there's a
It's
partition
giant.
around it that's like preventing people from getting closer than 10 feet to it.
Yeah. And it's huge too.
And the crowd around you is not small. So, with Jimmy, do you say that out loud?
Oh god.
Oh.
This is very important. Do you say, are those cracks right out loud, just out of nowhere?
She's gonna mumble it.
She's gonna mumble this like, okay, got it. Rolling for perception of nearby people.
Nat 1.
They
Nat
don't.
1, Nat 1.
And then rolling for the people that actually work there. Cool! So, the people who actually are working there, like they're in uniforms, and they're kind of like talking about it, they don't hear you. Possibly there's a bit of distance between you, that kind of thing. But the people in the crowd closest to you, Jimmy,
Yeah.
hear that, look down at you, then look over at the sword and start like doing that thing where they kind of narrow their eyes and try to like see what someone else is seeing. Put a hand over their forehead in order to like get the light out of them in order to see if that'll help improve what they're seeing. And then one of them actually goes, "Hey, what does it mean when the sword's cracked?"
Oh no.
What do you mean the sword's cracked? This is absolutely...
Was that one of the staff members?
Yes.
Oh god.
He just freeze up slightly.
Uh-huh. Yes. Nothing to see here, everyone. All perfectly normal. I assure you.
Imagine.
We are closing the exhibit today. They cast darkness on the sword, and there's like a surrounding orb of darkness around it. The ice
I can
needs.
see through that, right?
We need to polish the metal and all of that so it's nice and bright and a shining beacon for our glorious Luskin. Thank you all very much. Make sure you check out the off along the way.
May I, if I just ask one thing?
Yes, of course. Yes? Like they were saying, yes, of course. They look at you, look down for a moment, look all the way to the end of your tail, look back up to you with another smile of yes?
The tailor here said that the one who normally maintains it isn't. They whisper into their ear. The one the tailor said, though, giant who normally comes here hasn't been around in a while.
True. We have not seen any of the envoys of the Frost Peak tribe in a good while, unfortunately. But they are rather long-lived and prone to bouts of forgetfulness. They might even think that they're on time and just have simply lost track. We don't really know what goes on with the giant tribes there. They might just be busy.
Jimmy,
Why are you lying?
No. Jimmy kind of freezes up a little bit and goes over to the guys and like tries to pull one down to whisper in the ear. The shadows, like she's trying to whisper, like the shadows that you might have gotten to the giants.
They take a moment, look at Jimmy as if trying to figure out what the heck they're talking about.
No, she did it to her teammates.
Oh, all right. Okay. The one right next to Jimmy would probably be either Ozzy or Holmina. So
Yeah.
good luck pulling Holmina down.
Just pull on her, hand or arm, and she'll lean down.
She'll do
Hey,
that.
remember that we have telepathic bond up.
I
Oh
think it's
fuck, that's
funnier.
right. But Jimmy's
think-
too
to
much
be
of a
Fair.
Jimmy's
My character just has it innately.
Yeah, Jimmy has it too, but she's in a panic. She is in a panic because she accidentally started this little scene. So
Fair enough.
So she's
How
in a,
big is the commotion?
So considering the crowd is mostly a bunch of outsiders, they don't quite really understand the weight of what it means for the sword to be cracked. And so they just think, oh, well, maybe it's trick of the light, something like that. Oh, look, gift shop.
Okay, so there isn't really much commotion. It's
Yeah.
just like a peculiar observation.
Yes, the more panic would be for the locals.
yes. But right now it's only like a few of the staff members at the moment. Right?
Yes.
Do you know where they normally reside?
They take a look at you, look over at the the visible mountain peak, which is a ways away, and just kind of like point. There?
Maya's gonna open up her the map, or the same map that she had.
Okay,
Does it look like?
You.
Does it look like like they're pointing in the same direction of where they're headed, anyways, or?
Yes.
Huh. In a few days.
So if you take a look, I'm gonna use the Sparky icon. So where Luskin is, the dude is pointing north. So essentially, they're one of the more visible mountain peaks would be like in roughly here, which is where
Right.
you guys were going to go anyway.
Yeah. We're headed in that direction in a few days here. So if we run into them, we'll give them a heads up.
Appreciated.
Yeah, it's the most we can do for causing a little commotion.
Of course. If you excuse me, I need to report to the council. Thank you. And they just kind of like very nervously like weave their way through the crowd and run off down the thoroughfare.
Oh, I feel bad.
And Maya goes over, just pats the head softly.
In unrelated news, the gift shop has things like gift swords made out of wood that are in the shape of the sword stuck into the oath blade. There's a variety of little trinkets. There's even snow globes.
Yeah, I'm not touching those.
Don't want another growing toy blade.
A snow globe grenade, though.
A snow
No.
globe grenade would be fun. That's a great idea.
As you're going around
Put a skull
shopping,
on it.
by the way, Art, you do come across a couple of these gift stands that sell the same stuff. They seem to be very proud of the Oath Blade, as it seems to be a major image of Luskin.
Art surprisingly wouldn't give in to impulse because he is now actually on the hunt for something in specific.
Understood.
I put it in super secret notes.
Super secret notes.
Jamie.
Understood. I will say that he will be able to find such a thing.
Wonderful.
Should we
Sure.
head out and try to catch back up with him?
Who?
Art,
The loud one.
Yeah.
The loud one.
Yeah. let's regroup as best we can.
He- We got a broken sword.
Away they go, I guess.
Yeah. Hello? Awkward
Hello?
silence.
Awkward
sorry, I was
silence.
double checking something. Okay, cool.
Okay. We're
All right.
we're making our way towards Art.
All right. So, as you do, since you've already reached the sword portion of things, Ozzy, do you continue with the group, or do you split off to try to find the local magic's place?
I will split off. I will split off to the to go resupply.
Okay. So, you all make it to the major market street, and Ozzy mentions that they're going to resupply their spell components, which
Okay,
understandable.
Ozzy.
See y'all later.
As you do. Amusingly, you're the first one who happens to come across Art, who is also in the local magic shop.
A lot of fumbling.
A lot of fumbling.
Oh, Art, what's up?
Oh, hey, hello.
I am gonna go refill the bag of components.
I still can't believe you used that many. Granted, that was quite the fearsome combat.
You never know, man.
It certainly doesn't hurt.
What are you shopping for?
Art is currently stood by what looks like trays of rings.
Trays of rings?
So you know how when you like go to a jewelry store, there's just like the rings in like embedded in like the foam, so that the like gemstone is on display.
Yeah.
He's overlooking at that, but specifically magical ones. So
So
you can't tell exactly which one he's looking at.
So the one that you're looking at, Art, the store attendant who's there is going, ah, yes, these are actually some of our more popular items right here. Very common amongst those who are not local to Luskin. They're called Rings of Warmth. Not only do they protect you from the cold, but they keep you nice and toasty. Unless you're in extreme cold temperatures.
How cold would extreme cold be?
according to the actual wording. Let me try to put this into non-freedom units.
The non-freedom units.
If it's close to minus 40, I understand.
Surprisingly, in game terms, minus 46 Celsius.
Yeah, that's extreme temperatures. That's extreme cold.
For freedom unit folks, it's minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we're past the point of the two agreeing. That's how you know it's cold.
And I don't understand how this is an uncommon item, but okay.
I mean, it makes sense, especially in this region of the world, that it would be a rather common item given the adventurers that likely pass through here. Alright. Yeah, Art's just, like, looking into them, He's looking for, like, a mid-range one price-wise, because I'm assuming there are finer ones and, not quite as decorated ones. He's looking for something in the middle.
Well, in terms of magic items, 300 gold each.
300 gold each. For an uncommon. Damn!
Yeah, that's the base price for uncommon magic items.
Damn, for an uncommon!
Yeah?
Oh, I'd have to take out a loan.
A loan?
I...
Alright, we're gonna have to talk about your spending.
I'm not going to spend that much.
How much were you planning on buying?
A single ring, a single item. Just one. Jesus Christ. How much do I have in my portable?
We do offer a payment plan.
The payment plan.
How much do I have in my portable store?
Now,
Hold on.
Art, I could spot you that, but I don't know if it's necessary.
I have a lot of building materials. I have a lot of building materials. I also have 2 magical items in my possession.
Oh boy.
Out of sheer curiosity, what would the rubber chicken of screaming go for? Out of sheer curiosity.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy rubber chicken.
That seems more helpful than anything.
I don't know. It's only caused us problems.
5?
I disagree.
5?
It's a simple trinket.
Do you really need the ring?
Well, it's not for me. I don't need it. But I
then-
figure that some of our more combat-inclined party members would likely move better without a heavy jacket.
While I agree with you, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
It's
Mina just
probably
seems
not.
to like have a jacket on and just kind of rolls her shoulders. I don't know. It seems like.
No, you're not in the store.
Yeah,
Are
you
you?
guys haven't found me yet.
Oh,
You
not
guys
in
haven't
the
found
store?
me yet.
Sorry, my bad.
All good.
I thought we were still together.
Nah, Ozzy
Ozzy
split up from the
split
group.
off and found me first.
Got it.
Art was
my
already
bad.
in the magic shop because he was looking for a magic ring specifically.
I'm so sorry. I
No, you're
guess I
fine.
missed
You're
that.
fine.
All good.
It's all good.
I will say that, just going to do that. Okay. I will say that you guys eventually decide to go into the magic shop, possibly possibly to see if Ozzy had found Art, and then suddenly, boom, apparently he did.
Oh,
Apparently I did.
Apparently.
hello.
For resupplying your spell components, unless you're looking for anything with a major gold material cost, it's only gonna cost you 10 silver, by the way.
All right, I will deduct that out of my thing. I just like to keep the bag, topped off.
Of course.
You said we're gonna be here a few days, right?
Yeah, we have to
Yes.
wait for those custom. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not wearing my my normal robes.
They're just in a fur coat, and it looks like they don't have much else on.
We're gonna be here a few days.
I needed a
How
new
nice
robe
is
tailored.
this building? How nice is this building?
Pretty nice and sturdy. They used good quality wood and stone in order to make it. Considering
Is it
this is
looking dated? Is it in good repair?
it's pretty good repair.
Okay, I don't know if that would work then. I'm looking for alternative ways to acquire this ring. I'm just like, if we're gonna be here a few days, I have building materials out the ass. I could totally renovate their building for them if they wanted.
I mean, you can make the offer.
I will do just that. It's like I don't have exactly that much on me, but I do have a very particular set of skills.
I hate it.
So, the magic store, the magic supply shop that you're in, is only like a single story. It's a decent size. You know, I have been wanting to add a couple of other stories to the building.
Hmm. A couple of stories, so not just
Yes.
one.
No, I would like to be able to live above my storefront, but also add a second level so that I can showcase more items. I have a lot of items in storage, but I don't have the capability of showcasing them due to the limited shelf space.
Art claps his hands, calls Duke over, and goes rummaging through blueprints until he finds one he's satisfied with.
I see that twinkle in your eye.
By the way, I will say that Duke has, for whatever reason, gotten a fur coat wrapped around him as well, because he doesn't want to be left out.
Who gave my chest a coat?
So now,
Well, you needed one too.
so it looks like Duke is now a werewolf of a treasure chest.
I can imagine Homina just placing it on top of Duke. 'Cause she doesn't.
To be fair, Homina probably took it off because she was just chilling and then put it on top of Duke.
Yeah.
That seems like something she'd do because she just doesn't feel it, and she's like, I don't see why you're all bothered. Just pops it onto the fucking
Duke
chest.
is so happy with having a coat. But yeah, Art trying not to lose any ground in this doesn't really seem to give it much mind in the moment, but he certainly was visibly caught off guard to the people behind Duke, that being not the shopkeep. They saw his eyes widen a little bit as he went, "What the hell?"
What about the,
but
what
he
about the
kept
giant
going,
bird snake? I'm curious about that one.
And he produces a blueprint, funnily enough, because Art just fucking drafts shit of a 3-story building. One that might be suitable.
Alright. So, how much would you say that amount of work is worth to you?
Well, I have the materials on hand, like, right this very moment. So that part would be mostly covered. The resupply of that would be handled through the company, so I shouldn't have to worry about that too much. 2 stories. I'm out of character trying to figure out how much would 2 stories worth of work cost, because this is probably going to take me the full time we're here if I'm doing 2 floors. How much does construction cost? I didn't think this
Like normal construction?
So,
2 stories. Help me out here, Karma. How much would
Okay.
be reasonable?
alright. So, typically when you're buying a house of this size, I'm going to say that it would actually be like 3,000 gold when you're purchasing it,
They do
Um,
already own the land.
they own the land. They're asking you for an add-on, but you are putting in the work. So this would
Here's a good way to do it. $33 per square inch or
How-
square foot.
Yeah, how big is the place?
So I'm going to say that this would be 2,000 gold worth of materials and work.
Okay. Because I currently have how much? 20, 40, 60. I have $80 80 gold worth of materials on hand, like right this very moment.
Mhm.
So
As in for them to pay you, as in 2,000 gold worth.
Yeah, 2,000 gold worth total. That seems reasonable.
So in that
And
mark,
then deduct anything that the party is purchasing from that.
okay.
So it'd be
with that-
somewhat barter, and they pay the difference.
Okay, so if you wanted to mostly get just the rings of warmth for your party members that are not immune or unfeeling to the cold, that would just be.
Specifically looking at Maya. Hard
So
to
if
put
you
a
wanted
code
to
on a
get one
snake.
for Maya, Bip, and Twig, that's 3 of them, so that's only 900, which means you still have 1,100 gold's worth of magic items that you could possibly get.
That plus whatever Aussie's restock cost, throw that in there too, might as well.
Are they already paid for theirs? But sure.
Have you already paid for yours?
You already deducted it.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then never mind. Walking around with 1,100 gold would be very in character, but also a poor decision.
Then I'll throw in this should do. They produce a wand that looks like it's a almost looks like a divining rod. And they hold it up. This is a wand of magic detection. It has 3 charges on it. Regains some of those charges every morning. You spend 1 charge, and you get, and it will detect magic for you. Normally, this is valued at 1,200 gold, but I'm willing to shave off 100 if it helps pay for the rest of the installation.
I think that most certainly would cover it.
Then, if you believe this to be fair, I believe we have a deal. And they hold out their hand.
And Art shakes it in turn.
So
Excellent.
you're gonna be stuck here for the next few days. Got it?
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a few days anyway. I wouldn't have.
Yeah, 'cause of the tailor,
Gone
so-
down this route. Yeah.
You want some help to carry stuff?
If anybody wants to help me work on this, you're more than welcome to. But I certainly won't be holding you to it.
So,
Gives me something to do.
So congratulations. You have Rings of Warmth for Maya, for Bip, and for Twig. So they are no longer bothered by the cold.
You don't have to wear a coat unless it's like stupid cold.
I guess this is my thanks. Just is the helping out with this.
The moment you put the ring on, Maya, all of a sudden you feel warmth. Just,
I like
you are
this.
now comfortable.
As well as all of this, Art turns to the shopkeep and says, I just need to run over to the Merchants Guild quickly to send word for some of my workers as well, just to hasten the process and get this out of the way as hastily as possible so as to not impede your business during the
course.
process.
And while you do that, I'll have a proper contract lined up just in case.
Wonderful, that works swimmingly.
With that out of the way,
Art did beelines.
He leaves with grace, but as soon as he's out the door, you hear like a, or the party that's like close to the door hears a, "Whew, I did not think that would work. As he starts walking towards the fucking Merchant's Guild.
The joke on you would be if you were still holding the rubber chicken.
No, I am not holding that rubber chicken. This is what I mean. That rubber chicken only causes problems.
It
I'm just
has
hearing
been
that
helpful
going
a few
squeak
times.
in the back of my mind.
Yeah, you saw Art pull it out very delicately, or like as you guys walked in,
Notice
you
what it
probably
is,
would have been
put it
putting
back
it
in.
away because they said it was only worth 5 gold. I didn't even ask about the whoopee cushion of infinite peanut butter, but at the same time, having something that creates infinite food stuff is probably a good thing to keep.
It just takes 1 copper each time.
Does it?
Yes.
Ah.
After all, it helps to feed, where were the children again?
I don't know.
7?
Sorry, what?
The whoopee cushion of infinite peanut butter. It takes copper every time it's used in order to help feed children in somewhere.
It's to help feed the children in Africa, yeah.
Got it.
I don't know where this Africa is. It's not on this continent, but I'm glad the children are eating.
So, just to let you know, Art, the payment plan, what it would have done is it would have automatically deducted 10 gold from you every X amount of time until everything was paid for plus interest.
Yeah, I don't like interest. Art's stingy. This is how he got rich and stayed rich.
That mansion, he built it himself.
Yep. Every fucking room.
Every single brick. All right. You make your way to the local branch of the Merchants Guild. Hanging in a place of honor are 2 portraits. One of them is the portrait of Goldfinger, since he is the president of the Merchants Association. And right next to it is a picture of a goblin in a nice suit. Yes, it's one of the councilmen.
Ah, I see. Has Art met the councilman outside of like the one conversation that we had when we got here?
No.
No, okay. An important clarification.
I don't think any of your business had taken you to Luskan. At least not in recent years.
Yeah. That would make sense. Yeah, I'm just doing the merchant thing. There's not a whole lot to describe here. I'm just, doing business stuff.
Understood. Business things happening.
Business things are happening. Mogul moves being made.
Playing around with Batman's true superpower.
Money.
Exactly. Everyone else. What would you like to do while you're in town? Like, is there anything in specific you want to do, or do you just want to fast forward through the days that you're here?
I'd like to, if they still have the body out of the giant, sea creature, I'd like to, study that and create, a profile for it in the monster manual.
Okay, that'll take up your time here. That's fine.
Maya would be helping Art with carrying stuff to the place.
So as soon as Art's done with his business at the Merchants Guild, he'd have gone back to the building and just started the preparation work.
Yeah, Maya would start helping. She would just say, point me what to do, and I'll just do it.
Helmina's going to spend her time rumor hunting with the locals in regards to the sword that we found cracked.
Interesting. Rumor
There might be a
mongering,
lead.
huh?
Yeah.
Not mongering.
She's going to see if
hunting.
there's anything there.
Understood. How about you, Jimmy?
I'm unsure. Jimmy's probably gonna explore a bit.
Understood. All right. So, I will say that in the time that you are here, Ozzy, you do indeed get a good amount of information about the dire anglerfish.
Dire anglerfish. Interesting. Okay.
Taking down the fact that it seems to be a what are they called again? A symbiotic life form.
Got you.
But there's only so much that you could get from a corpse, especially one as blown up as it was.
Got you.
Considering it got like the full brunt of all of that firepower. Holmina. So as you spend some time with the local housewives of Luskin, insert TV show plug here. You start hearing you start asking about like the sword itself, like showing interest in the story behind it, and as people do, they all speak as if they know everything about it, which is why you get a lot of differing views of the entire story behind the sword. You get like the generic story of how before the giants were raiding the town constantly until a particularly enterprising individual attempted to strike a deal with them. A test of strength of some sort was had in order to prove worth. You're not exactly... jury's out on what it was. Some people say it was an arm wrestling competition. Some people say it was a wrestling competition, and then just a bunch of different like theories of no, they were. It was a caber toss. No, it was a duel to the
Drinking
death.
contest.
A drinking contest.
Duel
Yeah.
to the death.
But nobody died.
But at the very end, it's just agreed that whatever the contest was, it came out as a draw. For whatever reason, and the Frost Peak tribe agreed to protect Luskin, and Luskin agreed to give them what they needed, so they didn't have to raid anymore. And the sword itself is the blade of the Frost Peak tribe's leader, though some people say king, some people say chief. It's kind of up in the air, but it's agreed upon that it's the leader.
Chief of generations past kind of a thing.
And that, again, the exact wording was, so long as the blade exists there, they will protect. No one mentioned anything, though a couple of people started whispering of, hey, there's some cracks. Maybe this means that the oath is going to be over, and what this means. Worry about pirates attacking. Worry that the giants didn't do anything about the giant fish, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
There's even one enterprising individual who says maybe it's breaking because they didn't come down to protect us. That they broke their end of the deal. Or something else happened.
Okay.
This took you a
After
while.
a bit, I'll probably come back to everybody like each day with different rumors and kind of fill everybody in on what I hear around the town. I think something happened, considering the details shared to me through all these different individuals. They all have different stories, but one thing's for certain: the sword, this not shattered. It's cracking, which is apparently not supposed to happen.
Holmina, I will say that in this few days long endeavor, you've gained 10 pounds. Because in order to hear a lot of, like, in order to hear a lot of these rumors, it's not just standing around with them as they're gossiping by the well washing their clothes. It's talking to the local aunts and grandmothers. And considering that Luskin doesn't just have a huge human population, but it's also a huge gnome, goblin, and
Cobalt.
halfling population, especially the halflings, they like to gossip over food. Oh dear, your plate is empty. Have some more. And let me still regale you with this tale. Why, that reminds me of my great uncle so-and-so.
No worry, she'll burn it off.
You know the type, the ones that'll keep feeding you until you can't say no.
Helmina probably would notice this after a bit and be like, did I gain weight? And she kind of like pinches at various different parts of her body like I've gained weight.
My armor's a little tight.
Yeah, my armor's a little tight. It's now like 10 pounds. She was 350 to start. Now she's 360.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll lose it.
Dragonborn are usually just really heavy as is, so it's not that much additional weight. She's like, just like staring at where her normal curvature is, and she's just pinching at it to see if like there's a little bit more than normal.
She's
Just
not
weird.
used to it because of the fact that who she was like packed to for a long ass time, I think.
She didn't have to eat anything. And now she has to eat, and she's like just eating casually, and it's just weird to her.
Yeah.
You still don't have to eat, right?
Technically, no, I don't, but she can eat now. It's not like she has to puke it back up afterward if she eats.
Yeah.
For the record, these Luskins really like their spices.
Oh. So, Helmina's tongue was on fire the entire time.
Almina gains a new appreciation for spicy foods.
You're training your heat resistance.
In any case. Aside from that, the days passed, everyone starts talking about how great the new renovations to the magic store are. You have your magic items. And on the day that the captain said that you'd be ready to take off towards your actual destination, the council comes forward to you all again in their long fur coat. So you only really see one of them.
Mhm.
Yes, I would like to propose a... I suppose the proper word is quest for you all?
Hmm?
Since you've been so kind to assist us with the giant fish issue, no, I didn't say fish you.
I'm so glad you thought of it.
And then you just hear some snickering from the lower house. I swear I work with children.
Art's also really trying really hard to keep his composure.
As I was saying, we have been told that one of your number noticed that there were some visible physical deformations of the Oathblade.
Yeah.
Since you have stated that you are going to be seeing the Frost Giants, we were hoping you might take a missive to them and find out what the issue is.
Honestly, I was planning to do that anyways.
Brilliant. The missive, please.
The missive, please.
Yes, one of you had it. I told you to hold on to it. There's some rustling, and then the entire thing is swaying. Hold. Stop moving so much. And then finally, like out from the center, a small hand holds out a rolled up parchment. Thank you. This is our letter from to the current standing chief of the Frost Giants. Please pass it on to them. Preferably read it out loud. I think it's still a bit too small for them to read personally.
Okay. Jimmy grabs it.
Thank you. And we highly appreciate it. If anything happened to the Frost Giants, I fear for the future of Luskan.
And I don't blame you.
Have you heard about what's been happening, like in Netherwinter, per se?
The last thing we heard from Neverwinter was when he got a call from Goldfinger, I do believe.
Okay,
That was my fault. I apologize.
But do you know what's been going on outside of this town?
I do know that there's been a sudden influx of magical light artifacts that have been coming and going from our place. Something about keeping things well lit, and...
Okay, so... there has been a problem in the sense of living shadows attacking folks.
Oh.
Yes. It's been growing in numbers, per se. And these shadows will actually attack and take over a person as well. A good sign that if a person is no longer themselves and is basically a shadow just puppeting them is a lack of shadow underneath their feet.
And then suddenly from inside of the furs that are surrounding them, you just hear a muffled voice and then some excited jumping. Now, wait, hold up. Yes, yeah, I understand. And then the top flops off as he falls, and then you just see the entire thing bend over awkwardly, and then the coat flies open, and you see like a very excited looking halfling woman on the shoulders of a goblin wearing a monocle. For the record, the gnome and the goblin are both wearing monocles. They're just wearing them over each different eyes.
Okay.
Jesus.
I've heard this story. Yes, I've definitely heard this story. My sailors have been coming back with tales of these shadowless people that come by sometimes.
Yeah, no, they... Basically, what will happen if someone without a shadow comes in, they will actually try to spread this problem to other people in the town, an infection, per se, until no one in the town is technically alive anymore. There is ways to combat it. Remove Curse is a good healing against these creatures. And we don't know for certain if it can help if it's a person who's been long gone, but we have found out that basically Remove Curse does have a possibility of bringing back the person. It's Remove Curse, right, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm making sure
Everybody
my
else is just kind of like silently agreeing.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
kind of
yes,
took care of
indeed.
it.
Yes, quite. Yes.
Yeah. So, that's why there's been a number of light artifacts popping up and so forth. So, those things can be easily those can be easily seen for a person who cannot who's not themselves anymore, who is basically a shadow puppeteering a body.
The bright light also acts as a form of deterrent, because without a host, they don't seem to move around much. At least in daylight. It's almost parasitic in nature. It's peculiar.
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely make sure we have bright lights in order to help ward away these shadows, as
And-
well as to make sure we're able to notice them.
Yeah, and biggest factor is light, and just if you guys have any means of using the spell remove curse, it helps out greatly, because these things will zap out your strength.
It's not pleasant!
It's very not pleasant.
The goblin's just kind of like stroking his chin. Well, I'll definitely have to reach out to the local to the churches then, in order to see if there's anyone there who understands these spells, as well as the local magic shop owner.
Huh.
Are they still face down in the dirt?
Yes.
Art would go over and give them a hand up.
Thank you. Why is there three of you?
Oh my. I'm no physician, but you may want to speak with a healer.
Just walk up, lay on hands.
Okay, is it just like a light poke, a gentle touch, a smack across
Yeah,
the face?
just a
What are you
light
doing?
poke. Just a light
Okay.
poke. Just
Not
poke
lay on
heal.
hands smite.
It's like, snap out of it! Snap out of it!
But
Oh my god, I'm just imagining a smack of the hand that not only does the impact damage and the smite damage, but does the lay on hands heal in one thing. Just you feel like a tremendous pain, and then all of a sudden you feel healthy as all can. That'd be hilarious.
So I do have a theory on what might be happening, but I am scared if my theory is true. I'm hoping it's not. Due to the fact that the ice giant, like the giants nearby, are meant to protect this town, correct? And Jimmy's talking out loud. Karma.
Mm-hmm.
Karma's listening
Sorry.
intently.
She's so the giants nearby are meant to protect the town, correct?
Yes.
So I have a devastating theory that could be the reason what's going on. Because right now the town has been untouched, basically, correct?
We haven't received any word of these things?
If the town's been untouched and there has been no incidents regarding these shadows in any way, as far as we know, the giants might have been protecting your town from it, but it's might be an issue they're currently struggling. Because these things possess folks. I'm hoping my theory is not right, but it might be that situation.
All we can do is hope for the best.
Hope for the best and expect for the worst.
Prepare for the worst.
Prepare for the worst. Sorry, I am tired. I've been wandering around.
Have you not been sleeping well?
I've been too
My uncle always told me to prepare for the worst
Prepare for the worst. My bad.
and expect it.
Expect and prepare. Okay.
Well, you don't want to expect the worst. You just want to be prepared in the case that it turns out to be. But semantics. It turns
Yeah.
a phrase in different regional dialects.
Yeah. But we're gonna go up north and do things and so forth. I am hoping it's not such situations, but we are willing to help. We've already helped out a place once
Do
before.
make sure to tell us how everything goes when you come back, please.
Will do.
I do enjoy a good story.
Okay. I'm sure it's going to be quite a fun story when we come back.
Most likely.
I doubt it'll be fun, but
For you guys to listen to at least.
Yes, it might not be fun for us, but it'll certainly be fun for you.
well, we thank you very much. Once again, make sure to relay our message to the current leader of the Frost Peak tribe.
Okay.
If they aren't possessed,
We're hoping they're not, but there might be some conflicts going on. I have a feeling at the moment that, like... Because that sword's mainly connected... Like, is it connected to one certain giant? Or it's, like, the whole tribe?
according to the missive that was passed down to us from the previous council, it is, so long as both sides keep up their bargains, then the sword will remain intact. If either side does not hold their end of the bargain, then the sword will eventually break.
And their side of the bargain is, I believe, protection, correct?
Yes, which is why we're worried, since
Yeah, so that
we
means...
weren't sure if the fish actually counted as threatening Luskin, since frost giants aren't really
No,
known for their
I don't-
aquatic nature.
I don't think the fish
But-
has anything to do with it because we were just traveling by. It wasn't really on your waters. To start, when we...
I will say that it was heading towards them.
it was heading towards
It
them.
was heading towards their waters.
So-
It likely would have become an issue, but it wasn't immediately.
Yeah, I think it was more in the sense of trying to intercept us as a free meal.
In any case, we shall be more vigilant.
Vigilant.
There. That, yes. I'm a sailor, not a poet. Sorry.
I understand entirely.
We'll do our best to make sure everything's all nice and well lit. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, if it's a moving shadow or like there is a person with no shadow underneath them at all, they are not themselves anymore. They are just a puppet.
At which point we either remove curse or find something else out.
If you attack if you attack them and defeat them, they will turn into ash, basically.
So don't do it. Got it.
Yes, try not to.
If it's a one last means of resource, basically, at that point, if you cannot.
Questions just come to mind. I know you'd mentioned in passing that we had a vague direction to go off of, but you as the council would likely have more specifics on where we'd need to head, would you not?
Oh,
Holds up compass.
Is it the same tribe with the compass? I don't...
It leads
it's
to where
pointing in
my
the same
heart.
direction.
It goes to where thy heart desires. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
And since Maya wants to go to the giants,
I forgot. I forgot how the compass works.
And I also have a map that even points us to where we're headed anyways, so...
I was shopping for most of your adventures, or, building the renovation for the magic shop.
This was a while ago.
Yeah, we got
You
this.
know what? Never mind.
We got the
Let it
compass
sit
back
there.
at the Witchlight Carnival.
Well, I know about the compass. I was talking about the map.
That was when we were in, what was it? That bloody place called again?
Neverwinter?
Yeah, that.
Wasn't it given to us by the wizard?
The wizard I wasn't there to meet?
No, it was your, guild master.
Oh yeah, it was the Guildmaster.
Oh,
It was Goldfinger.
it was Goldfinger, wasn't it? I genuinely don't recall if I was there for that.
You were.
I've been absent so many times, I don't remember what is and isn't.
It's okay. We all understand that Art is absent-minded.
Absent-minded absentee.
They're double
I
absent.
mean, to be fair, I've been absent-minded for the last, just general.
I feel you there.
All right. So, in any case, we don't. I mean, the token that you all were presented with will also help, or should help, show that you are friendly.
Okay.
Hopefully.
That's good to know.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm guessing we're heading off then.
If there's no other things, yeah.
Yes, if there's nothing else that you would ask of us, and there's nothing that any of us would ask of you, I can't think of anything.
They all get themselves settled once again on their totem pole and wrap themselves in the coat.
I would say one thing. Climbing supplies.
That can be provided. Good rope, pythons, picks. You have enough travel rations, I certainly hope so.
I
How are
have
our rations
plenty on
looking?
me.
I know I don't eat.
I think Jimmy's still good on her rations because of the lunch boxes that she's been getting.
True, you do get a daily. You get one ration a day.
I will say, Holmina, that the quality of her lunch boxes has been getting better.
You know what? I should get some.
She seems to be staring at it each time, but she's actually eating it a little bit happily now. She doesn't need to eat it, but she's okay with eating it now.
Effort's being put into this.
It's not even the fact that it's effort, it's just the fact that she's kind of accepted that this is her fate.
I accept.
This is my existence now.
I'm
I see.
sorry, Holmina, for what my boss did.
You got free food out of it. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good deal.
The current joke is Null has awakened to the world of cooking.
Null enjoys cooking, we've come to learn.
Apparently.
I can't wait for you to get a beef Wellington.
Oh my god. That would be so funny.
Just open lunchbox and steam comes out and it's just this good.
Oh my
This gorgeous gourmet meal. Looks like something prepared in Art's manner.
It's just holy cow, they've been improving.
Sorry, sure.
You're
All right.
fine.
Stretching.
So with that, the council we'll have climbing supplies set up, along with the rest of the supplies that's going to your ship.
Okay.
Aside from that, if there is nothing else,
Doesn't
No,
seem like
don't
there's
think
anything
so.
else.
then we will see you, hopefully, when you come back. And then, until next time, thank you very much. And they leave your room.
I am actually kind of glad I told them about.
It is mildly disconcerting that they didn't know, but it's better that they do now. Just in the off
Yeah.
chance. It's a good thing I put so many lights into the magic shop, although I don't think they realized why. I think they just think it was because it would make their wares look better, which it does do, but that wasn't the primary intent.
Yeah.
Primary or not, it's helpful.
So
It
hopefully
certainly
that
draws
news
attention
will
to the very
actually.
well-cut gems.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Holy shit!
What are we... What are
Richard!
We... Oh, Richard! Good of you to join us! He's awake!
He's alive!
Viral!
Apologies, it took me. My connection was being fucking...
Eternal Shippy!
Boatman!
Shippy McShipper.
It's
Wait.
our ship!
Huh?
It's our ship!
It's our
Eternal
boy!
ship.
How are you doing, buddy?
My connection was being fucky, so sorry it took me. Hope you all are doing well.
You're fine. I was just worried because, you didn't respond to any of my DMs.
I thought I did!
No!
Hold on.
Did Discord just not send the messages?
Oh my
Forgot to hit
god!
enter.
You forgot!
Space head!
Spiral, I swear to every single deity in existence.
Yeah. That's
It was
fair.
a space head situation.
Swear to the goddess Fortuna. Hit the enter button, boy!
Okay, 10,000%. I was honestly worried.
I'm sorry
I thought
that I
something
worried
had
you.
happened.
No.
I asked some of the people in the RPs that you were in. It's like, hey, is Viral okay? They said, yeah, he's fine. And I'm like, oh gosh, did I do something?
No, you didn't. I'm sorry about that.
He's fine. Did I do something wrong?
Is it me?
Karma's
And
got a good
I-
old case of overthinker brain. Just like me, for real, for real.
Well, we're heading out, so
Yeah,
this
we're
is good
departing.
timing.
We, We-
So, hold on. I need to do a full recap
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Previously on the Clone Wars, Dancing Shadows.
Dance
Alright.
with the shadows.
So, essentially, after you guys defeated the fish, you guys docked at Luskin. You met with the Luskin Council, which basically ran Luskin, and it's basically 3 short people in a long fur coat. Because I wanted to do that. Don't ask me why.
Is it, okay, you were being... It's actually just three short people in a tall
Yes,
coat.
I
Yes,
have
it is
played-
legitimately 3 separate people wearing a single trench coat.
A gnome, a halfling, and a goblin, and all 3 of them are the Council of
I
Luskin.
thought one of them was a kobold. Originally.
Notes?
No, I
Most-
want to see a tower of kobolds. I need to talk to Nines later.
I'm fairly certain it's a goblin. I think I said a goblin.
I thought it was a kobold last session.
I have in my notes it's a goblin. I think I
Weird.
might have said the wrong thing last time. I don't know.
Maybe. I might
In any case,
have been mishearing things as well, so.
it happens. In any case, everyone who needed them got fur coats until because we were deciding, hey, it's really cold out here. Who's affected? And then I remembered you're made out of wood, so I don't know if Richard would be affected by the cold.
Yes.
Yes, he would.
I think it's. I think it's. So Richard would err on the side of caution and get one and get a fur coat, just to be safe.
All right. And then the fur coats were made moot because Art did a deal with the local magic shop in order to get rings of warmth.
Specifically for the people who need to be more dexterous in combat.
And for this, basically those who do get affected. Mainly Bip, Twig, and Maya.
Yeah, the primary one that I was like, Maya's probably gonna need a ring. That's why I was looking in the first place. Because how do you put a coat on a snake? Like, your snake tail is just going to get fucking frozen.
You make a really long fur sleeve.
Yeah, but then you're just gonna wear right through the bottom of it as you slithering along the ground. Or you're gonna slither right out of your own jacket.
Yeah.
So no, I needed to get them a ring, and I did.
And you did.
And I've also spread the word of my construction company in another town, so
Of course, as you
it's
do.
great for my coffers.
One of the things was there's a giant sword in the town that is a kind of oath of sorts between the town and the local giants.
Huh? Oh no, I was going to get to that, but thank you. So you all learned that Luskin has a deal with the local frost giant clan, which is called the Frostpeak tribe. And the proof of this oath that the frost giants will come protect Luskin in their times of need, so long as Luskin provides them with food and tribute, is a giant fucking frost sword that is right outside of the gates near the front entrance. It's basically a tourist attraction because they even have gift shops. When the party went to look at it, they noticed that it was cracked, and nobody else had noticed this at first. And then, when someone made a slight mention of it, some of the crowd overheard it. They asked about the crack, and they're like, "Oh, look at that! We're closing the exhibit for now in order to polish the metal." They cast darkness on it so no one can take a good look at it, and then ran off to inform the council that, "Oh shit, our oath blade is cracked." In this time, when most of the group were out looking at the sword, one of your group decided to go off to the library. It was Twig. Twig decided to go out to the library. And they wandered around because, well, the library kept on moving on them, according to them. But they eventually found it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's going on?
Recap for Viral.
We found Boatman.
So,
Man boat.
the thing that I basically said was that since you are the big brother figure of the group, and Twig has a propensity for getting lost and not really thinking things through, or at least pretending to, we had you go along with them to the library to make sure they got there safe.
Yeah, I would have.
Aside from that,
We also just recently learned the town didn't know about the local shadow problem. So we kind of informed the council about the shadow problem that is growing.
That is indeed what happened. And you guys were here for basically 4 days as Art decided to trade services rendered for magical items. In this case, he built extensions to the magic shop in exchange for magical items.
Fair enough.
So, my question for you is, would you also have wanted a ring of warmth, or would you have just been okay with the fur coat? Because the difference here is the fur coat is essentially being provided by the city as part of thanks for saving it, whereas the Rings of Warmth are 300 gold each.
Yeah.
How many rings were already bought?
We got 3 and a Wand of Divination.
Though, if you also wanted one, we can exchange the Wand of Divination for something else.
For
And
the
the ring.
we could exchange it for the ring, and I mean, if we do that, I could also just take the gold.
That too.
Richard will try to make do with the coat.
Yeah, okay.
This works. Yeah, so we can cast Detect Magic for free up to 3 times a day. I think it's one of those roll
Up
dice
to-
at a long rest.
Yeah, at the morning of each day, you get 1d3 charges back.
1d3.
Because it has 3 charges.
Well, I know it has 3 charges, but I don't have a d3.
It's a d4 minus 1.
D4 minus 1. So it can get 0 charges back a day.
Well, no, in the case of you getting 0, it's one of those things where you either count the 1 or you don't count the 1 or you don't count the 4. In this case, we don't count the 1.
Gotcha.
So, like, if in case you roll a 1 on the d4, you re-roll.
Okay.
That works. I get to roll my Caltrops die.
Right?
The most dangerous die in Dungeons and Dragons. Because if you drop it on the floor and somebody doesn't know it's there, say goodbye to their foot. You think Legos are bad? Have you ever stepped on a D4? That shit is the worst.
That is basically a triangle. That is
True.
a spike.
So,
Yeah, he's been caught up.
Luskin is basically a place that is a major trade hub. It's known for its mining and its fishing, as well as its trade. So while you're stuck here for the 4 days, would Richard want to do anything in particular, or just kind of exist? Because what ended up happening is Art was doing the building thing with Holmina's help. Not Holmina, Maya's help. Holmina went to listen to local rumors about the giant sword and like the local giant tribe to try to figure something out. And Ozzy was cataloging the fish.
Jimmy was just exploring about.
Yeah.
And I think, that's about everybody.
Oh, I'm down 1 blueprint because I used a blueprint.
Perfectly fine.
Yes, I know I don't actually have to destroy them, but Art doesn't like to build the same thing twice, so Art destroyed it when it was done. Or he
Fair
gave them the
enough.
blueprints so that they could, frame it, because it's a very nicely drawn blueprint.
Fair enough.
It's the most art fucking thing I've heard. Okay.
I don't want to build the same thing twice.
He probably would have done something, but I will worry about that later so that we can continue.
Understood. On the upside, there are no homeless people in Luskin. Like, there are no beggars or anything like that. Everyone pretty much has a job here because of the mines and the fishing.
Interesting. Good to know.
I mean, in a climate this cold, being homeless is probably not great either.
Basically a death sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that out of the way, you guys received your missive from the council to hand over to the local frost giant tribe when you get there, and you all are loaded back onto the ship. It's almost like you never left, Richard.
You just the boat.
Just see a little sign by the cannons saying, Artorias is not allowed to use the cannons.
all the
One time!
all the cannons now have a little sign that has Art's face on it with a little red circle and the crossover.
I am not allowed to engage in ship combat.
No. But yes, they were able to make repairs, get a new cannon, everything and all of that, and they set off, making sure nobody had anything else to do at Luskin. Going once, going twice. Excellent. Cool.
I'll just talk to you about it later.
Understood. I'll hold you to that this time. I'll hold you to that. So, as you all make your, as the ship makes its way over to the next port of call, which is Fireshear. Fire's Heart? Hold on.
Fireshear is a banging name. Even if that's wrong, I vote that we change the name to Fireshear.
No, Fireshear.
Fireshear! We don't have to change the name. What a cool name.
You travel up. Nobody. There are no new passengers, considering that very few people from Luskin apparently need to go to Fireshear, and at this point, it is just for you guys anyway. Nothing. Nothing of note happens to you on your way out. And the next day or so of ship travel are pretty much uneventful.
We go into the funny place.
Eventually, the ship kind of like weighs anchor like a distance from what you can see to be a village that's on the shore, but does not have a dock.
Oh, fun.
Instead, they start preparing the longboats in order for you to basically be lowered into the water and be rowed over there.
Am I ever going to fit in those?
I can conjure you a bigger
I can
one.
levitate you.
Say that again, Ozzy?
I could levitate. I could levitate them across if need be. Though I don't think that'll be necessary. I think they could fit in a boat.
I mean, they nearly take up an entire boat by themselves, aside from whoever's needed to row it across.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on my broom, and somebody can be on my broom, so we don't need that many.
Maya's not.
We don't need that many rowboats.
Maya borrows your. No, I'm kidding.
I carry across on the broom.
Maya climbs on top of Holmina's Shadow Hunter. Just lets it float her across.
You know what? That works. She's too worried about like the fucking boat sinking.
That's
Right.
fair.
We love Greg.
Holmina, Greg gains a turban in the shape of Holmina.
A snake hat.
Borrowing Greg.
Any reaction, Holmina, or are you just vibing with it?
Holmina is mute.
Oh, dang. We lost Holmina. Imagine.
Imagine that.
I
They'll
thought
be
I
around.
was the airhead.
Wow.
Okay. So, in this point of transition, I'm going to call for a quick 10-minute bio break.
Yeah.
So, get some water, use the bathroom, whatever's needed.
Seek out food.
Seek out food. Richard, I'm going to pull you aside as I do my thing. That way we can talk about what happened
Thumbs up.
off screen. Because I know if we leave it for later, later might not arrive.
Okay.
I'm making pizza bites.
Hello.
Sorry, just turning off my headset really quick.
He's so
Okay.
good.
Now then, we are back.
Okay.
Boy is.
So, Mostly just getting Richard caught up.
Yeah.
Letting you all know, Richard picked up a more detailed map of the area.
Oh,
Cool.
lucky.
Thumbs up.
Ooh, thank God.
It was something that he had found while he was in the library with Twig.
Oh,
Even in
Um,
absence, Twig is helping.
I don't think you picked up anything else, Richard. I might be forgetting.
He would have tried to look into like local fauna and so forth, but
Really
Understood.
not a bad thing to look into.
Local survival guide.
effectively
Oh, he also got ice fishing gear.
better to be
Ooh.
safe. You never know how
Fish.
long you're going to be out there.
Fish.
Oh, now that we're back. Sorry, was having difficulty swallowing.
Our brief intermission has come to a sudden close.
I grabbed myself a little snack, sorry.
You're fine.
I'll try not to ASMR into the mic.
Oh, it would be so funny though.
Hey, Art.
Rios doesn't really make much of a noise, so...
Art.
Yeah.
Want to do a quick check on my channel?
Oh, I see. That kind of check. Give me but a moment. Give me but a mere moment.
The sniffer's
Find the
back
list.
on.
let us go.
This one? It is this one.
So again, you all are lowered onto the... you all are piled into different longboats and rowed across, except for Maya, who is riding on top of Greg. Palmina, are you still muted?
Yeah, they are.
Other one. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm dealing with family stuff.
Oh, you're fine, dear. Take as long as you need.
Yeah, I'm good. Like, I could start. I'm just
Okay.
helping, you know.
No, you're fine. Was just saying that Greg now has a Maya-shaped turban.
Oh my god.
He doesn't want the boat to sink, or the long boats.
Joke's on you. Greg starts to sing. No, I'm kidding. Insert bad recorded version of the Titanic theme.
Holy cow, there's a good number of them this time. Oh, Art.
Oh.
I'm going down the list. I'm running down the list.
Yeah.
Behold my robot army. In any case.
I've just... I've spilled so much oil just now. And there's more oil to spill. And my dog is going crazy upstairs.
I can hear that. Dang.
What? This is what happens when you have a young pit bull.
No, that makes sense. All right. All right. I'm trying to focus here. You make it across, no problems. Your stuff is basically unloaded neatly. As you all disembark, you're approached by a couple of villagers. Not even going to bother to ask to roll. Richard. As well as Jimmy.
Yeah.
You notice one of them doesn't have a shadow.
Uh-oh.
Blink, blink.
I see.
So they approach normally and hesitantly as they look at you and the ship. And the relatively almost pirate-looking crew. The one with the shadow looks slightly older and appears to be in charge, whereas the person next to them seems to be helping hold them up. Yes, hello. Might I assist you? We don't really get many guests around these parts.
Oh,
It's a Mars. I'm not
She-
doing another recap. I'm not doing another recap.
Maya takes out her map and goes over the show where they're headed. We're going to be heading off in about around this area.
Going to visit the giants, I see.
Yeah.
There's a path, though it's not very safe, so you best watch your step. Really quick, Mars, you don't need the fur coat anymore. Art got you a Ring of Warmth, which is a magic item. While you wear it, you feel warm and comfy all the time, and you stay that way unless you reach below 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yippee! I built an entire new building. Well, I added on 2 buildings worth of building to an existing building, but, semantics.
Jimmy's gonna telepathically talk to Holmina.
Okay.
She's gonna
Talk to
point
me.
out the lack of shadow.
She nods, actually having seen it herself, I'd assume. Or is it like obvious, or is it just
It's obvious for the likes of Richard and Jimmy.
I guess that's fair. I didn't roll, so
No.
Jimmy will slowly telepathically send that news out to everybody in our group.
We haven't.
Helena reaches to her blade but doesn't draw it yet.
I forget if I can telepath. Hold on, where's my sheet? I have it hiding somewhere. Yes, I do have telepathic. Cool. When Art is told about it telepathically, he responds telepathically and saying, "It's weird that this one is speaking properly. Most of the shadows we've encountered haven't."
No, the old man has a shadow. It's the young person,
Or-
isn't it?
Hold on.
Yeah, the young
I'm-
person next to them doesn't have
I'm
a shadow.
confused. Have they spoken at all?
Not yet. So the one that's been speaking to you is an old man who does have a shadow, though it does look a little weak. The one next to them is shadowless. They look like a younger person that resembles the old man, possibly their child.
Hmm.
How weak is the old man's shadow?
Not very.
Not very.
Okay.
Hmm.
How fast can you cast a spell?
Who are you talking to?
Just in D&D, how fast can a spell be cast?
It's an action.
It's an action.
Action.
So an
That's like
action is essentially 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's 6 seconds. Could you cast remove curse on the one beside him? Like hastily? Like I
Well,
don't
this is the
I don't
thing is
have
that I'm
I think-
pretty sure.
Do they have to be
Well, I guess
willing
it doesn't
instead
say.
of
I guess
willing?
it doesn't say they have to be willing.
No, they don't have to be willing. There are many
But
curses that
it
would
is
prevent them
touch.
from giving. Yeah.
It is touch, so I'd have to touch them.
Remove curses of touch nature.
So
Could we go to like
unless you want to kind of like, like
how
try
are
to,
we
you know.
standing in this room actually? Could I just like
No, we're out.
You're on the shore.
Yeah,
we're
we're
on
on
the
the
shore.
we're on
shoreline.
the shore, yeah.
It's-
As you were
Okay.
unloading from the boat, like from the
We got
longboats, you got approached.
Could I like trip into Ozzy to like spur him into contact to cast it nonchalantly?
What,
I'm
push him into the
communicating all of,
person?
I'm communicating all of this telepathically, so it's not like I'm catching him off guard with it. But could
Yeah,
I
no.
could I like as we're unloading the ship trip, quote unquote, and like bump Ozzy into the guy so that he gets that contact without like raising concern immediately.
That is a plan that you can do. The question
It's
is
a
whether you
plan.
both have the performance check for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
How about this?
would Ozzy's be performance? Because I'm actually hitting him.
Actually,
Yes, but he'd have to like angle himself in
It's
a way where he
performance.
actually.
It's definitely performance.
He'd have to make it look
we
natural.
could have done something easier.
We haven't
I mean,
done it
look,
yet. This is just
Yeah,
planning.
no. Yeah.
Can Jimmy hear this?
We don't have it for the whole group, do we?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, did you cast it?
Okay.
You didn't cast it. Jimmy's been
Yes, I did.
Hold on.
No, not for the for.
I know. Time out.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. He had cast telepathic bond at the beginning of you guys deciding to split up for the shopping trip in Luskin.
And that was 4
That's
days
fine.
ago.
4 days passed. Yes,
That's
4
fine.
days passed.
I cast it every morning unless said otherwise.
Okay.
That was
Okay,
Okay,
just-
well then yes, you
No,
can
I
hear
said
this.
that a while ago. That was a long time ago.
I
that
do
said
remember
that.
this. It was said ages ago.
He does.
Okay.
He does say. He did say that.
Okay, cool.
It's one of the things. The two things that I cast in the morning are I used one charge of my staff of defense for mage armor on myself in the morning, and then I cast the bond in the morning
Okay.
as a ritual so that I don't have to spend a spell slot.
Okay.
That'll do. And then in that case, you all have telepathic bond. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay. Jimmy just like will telepathically just say, just introduce yourselves and do a handshake.
That works too. Yeah, this is much less convoluted than my
That was-
idea.
I will say.
What's
that's-
your name? My name's Remove Curse. Oh, that's an odd.
Well, okay. So wait, who was talking to them originally?
The old man.
So,
Yeah, Maya's talking to the old man. For
Maya's talking to the old man.
yes.
yeah.
And then right next to the old man is a younger person that shares some of his facial features, so it might be his child. And they don't have a shadow.
Okay.
Oh,
I-
that explains a lot.
Do you think Maya could distract them while I go around?
I still think maybe just like going up and trying to like shake hands or something could work.
Sure, but that's a little. Okay. Sure.
I mean-
We're
you know
gonna
what? You know
let-
what?
We're gonna
You know
alert
what?
the town anyway in the sense of how they're gonna respond to a remove curse.
Well, we could also get a little bit more information because if this person is shadowless, we don't know who else is. So, do we want to start an immediate fight, or do we want to wait and see what's going on?
That's assuming that the shadows don't initiate combat the second we turn our back.
As you are correct, but that's still an if. They haven't yet, which makes it seem like they
Yeah.
won't.
There's only the two people here, right?
Yes, it's only the two of them.
Exactly.
Is there like anyone around aside from these two?
Aside from the crew that's helping you unload the ships and getting you guys ready, no. Further, like closer to the village, because you guys are a good like 60 feet off.
Okay.
Like you're not
So the
far,
village is
far
further
from the
out.
village, but you're decent. Like you see a couple of people kind of looking curiously, but they don't approach.
Jamie's gonna go up and is like, out of curiosity, has there been any problems with the town?
There's been some form of sickness.
Oh?
Some of our villagers have complained of weakness, of not feeling too well.
Hmm.
We've had a doctor look into it, but they didn't find anything odd. They said that it would blow over.
We may know what
Interesting.
may be the problem in, lack of strength?
Yes.
Have you noticed anything with the shadows?
You say this, and the younger one just kind of narrows their eyes.
Here we go.
Shadows?
Nah, I'm just curious, because we've been seeing some stuff. We don't know if it's just us or just whatever.
It's possibly coincidence, but
Yeah.
it'd likely be best if one of us at least spoke to the doctor in the town, I think.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It could be our
That's
seafaring
fine by me.
adventures.
Gerald, and you see the young one's like looking like he's about to make a runner.
Looking like he's about to make
He's
a
about to
run.
take off running.
Okay. In that case, I will reach out and cast it on him.
Okay.
Art prepares a wall just to like stop him from running away. So when I see him start to move, I'll put a wall in that direction.
Understood.
I'm sorry for screwing up my words.
It's okay. It's okay.
It happens.
I will telepathically
You're
say, somebody please guard me.
Let's see. Just double checking something about remove curse. Yeah, there's no opposing roll on that.
Yep.
So, you reach out and just kind of like cast remove curse on it. It's verbal and somatic, so you're obviously saying something.
Yeah. I just kind of... Yeah, I just do it.
Just remove curse, smack upside the head. No.
No. It's a, I want to say, Ozzy's spellcasting is like a, how do you say this? It's a, I don't know what language, it's his native language.
Understood.
So it wouldn't
Okay.
be
Anytime he like casts a spell, I'll say it's like his native language. He says it in his native language.
Understood. So you guys know the cartoonish sound effect that happens whenever someone's speaking underwater, right? That kind of like blubbing sound that almost sounds like words.
A
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
That's what Aquan sounds like. Just saying.
What? Well, Aquin, do you mean Valdakin?
All right, it is Vidalkin, isn't it?
What the hell?
I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought it was Aquan. Just primordial water language. No. All right. Language that nobody here recognizes, though. I'm not. Yeah, I don't think anybody has.
But they know, like, they've seen me cast spells enough to understand that I'm speaking in my native language.
They understand you're casting a spell.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
We've heard you cast it enough that we probably know what you're casting despite not knowing the words.
Yeah.
Your hand lightly glows as you give the guy a light smack, and as you do, he kind of like stumbles and trips a bit, and then falls flat on his face as like a dark shadow just escapes from him with a slight scream and then dissipates.
There we
The old
go.
man looks absolutely shocked.
Your, I believe, grandson or son, was being afflicted by a shadow. I apologize, for being rash, but they were about to run and inform somebody.
They looked rather flighty.
Give me a moment.
Jamie's gonna walk over and make sure
Ooh.
he's okay.
A good thing you did. Hey, Maya, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. The old man slumps and falls against you, holding his chest.
She's had a fucking
not
heart
like
attack.
this. Not like this.
Heal.
Get him on the ground.
Get the bird! Get the bird!
Puts him on the ground softly.
Okay.
I will attempt to. I mean, I have it. I haven't used it. I haven't used this yet, unless somebody else has a way of healing this poor man.
I don't have any healing
Jamie's probably
spells.
gonna.
I have one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jamie.
However,
also has a means. Jimmy also has a means. And she has one freebie.
I have a way of reversing it's a spell. It would reverse the time of damage, but I don't know what happened. So I think somebody else would be better suited for this.
Karma.
Yes.
Given he's collapsed, he's just on the ground, I assume, holding his chest.
I mean, he was holding his chest as he fell against Maya, and then Maya slowly lowered him to the ground.
Lovely.
Yeah, because you said to put him on the ground, so...
Yes. So Richard probably doesn't have the terms for it. However, could I make a medicine check to check for a heart palpitation?
Sure.
Oh my fucking god!
That
Good job.
He can't
Richard.
keep getting away with it!
Richard,
Yes.
your capability as an archer allows you to understand the weak points, the critical points on the human body, or at least the living body, at which point it makes you understand the areas in most need of treatment most of the time. The fact that the man clutched his chest allows you to understand that he's probably having issues with his heart. When you
course.
feel along that area, you feel that there's like a... I'm trying to remember if a heart attack means it's arrhythmic.
It would be an arrhythmia, yes.
Yeah. It's not beating well.
Cool. Someone else cast.
And with that,
Curse
and with
Restore
that
Shadow.
roll, I'm going to say that you also have a vague understanding of how to possibly fix the issue.
What a lesser restoration work.
Yes, actually.
Perfect. And his shadow is slightly faded, right?
Yes.
Which would also help the shadow as well.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Boom.
There we go. As you start whispering your spell, or saying your spell, and letting the healing energies flow into the old man, his breathing becomes a little more regular, his heartbeat starts steadying, and his shadow grows a little stronger. Shakily, he opens his eyes and looks at you, and just kind of gives a nod as in thanks, before he just kind of like sighs and relaxes and closes his eyes.
Jamie's checking up on the kid.
Okay.
The kid is face down in sand.
Richie's gonna roll them over.
They have a little bit of a coughing fit. Sand just kind of gets spat out or blown out their nose, and he's just kind of like looking around blearily, like,
You good?
happened?
I think you got afflicted with a bad case of shadows, my dude.
My dude. My guy.
Are you trying to
My
be hip with the
dude?
kids? What was that?
Almina is like
Shut-
just saying my dude, like question mark at the end.
I think Ozzy can't hold that in. He was trying to be serious. He just can't. Like that's wild.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My brain is running low on energy at the moment, so things are gonna slip out a lot more.
Understood. So,
Hence why I failed to think and
You're
accidentally
fine.
spilled.
You're fine.
I feel
Thinking's
bad.
You're fine. So, said dude in question
I'm sorry. I'm
just
sorry.
kind of like looks at Jimmy oddly, mouthing the words, "my dude," questioningly.
Can we erase that last part, please?
My dude, my guy. Come on.
My fella.
I am
All my
actually
fellas.
tearing up slightly because how bad it feels.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I'm sorry I had to. All right,
My
they've had a
brain
laugh.
levels is like around a 3.
You're fine. He just slowly nods in response. His shadow looks weak, but it is there. Looks like he'll need some time to recover, and then he just kind of like closes his eyes and also just relaxes to sleep because he's exhausted.
Okay. Do
From the village, you hear panicked shouting.
All right.
Oh boy,
I'm sorry,
we did a good
guys.
first impression.
All good. All
it's
good.
fine. We were going to. This is going to happen either way.
Hmm.
It'll just take some explaining, a lot of explaining up front.
It also depends on how many other people are affected.
Okay, while we're not
Oh.
in combat, can I create a spell into a bead and give it to somebody?
How long does that
I,
take you in action?
Hold on.
I might have to dip out early. My parents are asking me for stuff again.
Okay, so tell you what.
Sorry.
Instead of going into combat, we'll break here. Only because I do need to catch Mars up with a few things, ask if they did anything, as well as catch up with a couple of other things. But we are at a good point. Next time we meet, we'll go into combat with possibly innocent villagers.
Yay!
Lovely.
My favorite.
Arcane Avenance is no action.
It's just gonna be restraining the villagers and then like
I can only do
like,
it once per short
decurse,
rest.
right? That's basically what we're doing.
I
Yes,
do have.
that's perfectly fine, Ozzy.
Yeah. I do have some spell slots on hand, and I do have Remove Curse, so Jimmy can do it for like a
I
few
think
times.
I might have removed curse too.
I can share
Okay.
my tier 3 slots.
Sounds
need to
good.
check.
Sounds good.
So let's.
Alright, I'm a bounce from the call.
All right, y'all take
Alright.
I
care.
do have remove curse.
Yeah,
I can
also-
remove curse
Jimmy
too.
can do it 2 times. On
Two
her.
times.
I'm laughing because this is
More
this is the second time that one of my tables has helped an old man with a heart attack.
Yeah, that's why he knows why I was like, oh no, not again.
Anywho,
I love that
Gotta
nat
hop
20 on a fucking
Yes.
medicine check.
thanks
Yes,
for the session, by the way. I'm so sorry I was not like
You're
as attentive.
dear, you're fine. We would have had to end in about an hour anyway.
Fair enough.
bestowed.
Question:
next session.
does anybody want any specific
Move on.
spells?
See ya.
Take care.
Hold on, how many slots do I have?
Well, I'm probably gonna give it to one of our martial
wait, you
classes,
rested,
but
so 3.
Twig.
So most likely we're gonna be just tying down folks.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 3 level 3 slots that I can share with the class.
I could
Nice.
use one level 3 slot
Yeah.
because I just used one to cast Remove Curse.
Yeah.
But I need to know what spell I'm putting in this bead.
All right, I'm going to pull Twig aside on one in order to catch them up with what happened in Luskin as well as where they are now.
Of course.
All good.
All right.
Roger, Roger.
So
Uh,
yeeting you to one in 3, 2,
Oh,
So
and
so
I
yeah, Z,
what's up?
give yourself that tier 3 back. Art shakes your hand in the most dap me up manner humanly possible, and you feel the magic return to you.
And
Yo.
while I'm doing that, I focus mana into a concentrated bead. What spell am I putting in that motherfucker?
Probably dispel curse.
Yeah,
You mean
since
remove
we're not
curse?
really planning
remove
on
curse.
killing anyone here, we're mainly planning on tying them down.
We don't know that. We don't know. We don't. We might not be killing people, but there might be shadows trying to fight us.
At least if
they
there's
will be
act-
trying to fight us, but they're
Yeah.
probably possessing villagers because they said there was a plague.
Yeah,
I mean, this is true. What I can do
Well, it
is
wasn't described as a plague yet, but
they said it was an
they
illness
described
that was going
They
around.
described it. Yeah, they did that. Well, I have a couple of interesting spells. I have some cool spells. I have Time Bandit, which
Since-
allows you to steal either an action, a reaction, or a bonus action.
It's pretty cool.
That is very cool, actually.
I could give haste. I could give polymorph. I could give daylight. I could give counterspell.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
since this is a town full of innocent people, I think the majority of the guys just are planning on just making sure we can wrangle the villagers down and just
I
heal.
can give somebody a remove curse. It's just is that the best resource of our time?
I mean, realistically, depending on how fast the villagers get back up on their feet, if we can tell them what's going on, we could potentially turn the tide by turning people back to normal.
Yeah. For instance,
That's my thought process, right?
For instance, say you give me the chicken, and we use thaumaturgy from the chicken, and I cast command.
Wait, you have command?
Yes.
But I mean, wouldn't you have to cast it at like a ridiculously high level to hit multiple people?
The thaumaturgy
the
chicken.
thaumaturgy
Only
might
who
help
hears it?
expand it.
Isn't it? What is? Can you post command quickly?
I thought command only allows you to hit more people when it's casted at a higher level.
With the aid of a magical item, it might
As
be different.
written, you are correct, CeeLo, though
This is karma.
Karma might allow it, given...
Karma allows us a
Alright.
lot of room.
Karma might allow you
Yeah, no,
ability.
you know, I mean, would you like haste instead to like, would somebody like haste instead to like get to the town, because we are 60 feet away.
Well, that's what the thaumaturgy chicken's for.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but we don't know.
we
Even
don't
if
know.
karma does allow it, we don't know how many people that will hit.
Yeah, we don't.
That's true.
We don't know how many people are afflicted. That's the big problem.
That's why I wanted to wait for I wanted to actually get into the town, to be honest.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
a creature you
since
can
that's not the
see
case-
is
Oh.
potentially a problem.
Yeah.
If we can't see the creature, it might not work.
It is 60 feet, but that's like hitting the edge of the town, so we might have to
Yeah,
We
no,
have
we'll
to
need
get
to wait
right
till
up
we
to
get
the
closer.
wall of the city, but the
Alright, so-
creature you can see within range part is the part that's got me worried.
Yeah.
If you can see the whole horde of people like out in the street ready to fucking pitchfork us, maybe?
Well, what I will say is, of previous experience in another life handling this, they will hoard us.
Oh, they will.
Oh, it's gonna turn into Call of Duty.
It's gonna turn into Planet Side. What are you talking about?
Oh, that too.
We're
Actually,
about to
it's gonna turn
spill
into
lots
Left
of
4 Dead.
oil, Helldivers.
It's gonna turn into Left 4 Dead, where there's like 500 zombies on screen.
There we go.
But
I evaporated
what are
the
y'all
bots.
thinking? Haste or remove curse?
What level spell is haste?
Haste is
Third.
level 3.
Is
I'd
it?
say
And so is
storing.
remove curse.
I'd say storing remove curse.
Yeah.
Okay,
The ability
well,
to
who am I
store
giving it
that
to
would
then?
be very helpful.
Yeah.
Having a
You only get
instant
one
cast,
use.
basically.
That's the thing.
Yeah, having a
I do still use the spell slot.
yeah, but I'm gonna give it back to you again because none of my
Again?
tier 3 slots are gonna be helpful here.
Okay.
I have 3 slots, and my spells are Tiny Hut, Find Vessel, and Wall of Sand, and I'm all out of sand. So I can't cast Wall of Sand because I'm missing a component. Tiny
pretty
Hut's
sure
not
we
I
are on
always
a
have-
beach.
We are on a beach.
It doesn't. Well, a beach doesn't necessarily entail sand. It could be gravel,
He said
especially in an
And
The
I
kid
quote,
like
was.
this.
The
his
kid was
face
literally spit up.
first in sand.
Yeah, the kid was
Yeah.
literally
Okay.
spitting out
Okay.
sand.
Well, this will take me down to 1, but also Wall of Sand. Still, probably not the greatest idea since we're gonna have to walk through it, and it will blind us as well.
That's true.
He said I'm walking
Uh,
through anything, bro.
And then Tiny
Yeah,
Hut,
that-
not gonna work here. Find Vessel doesn't work on land. Well, it does work on land, but it takes 10 minutes to cast, which is why I couldn't drop a boat on someone like I wanted to.
Alright, fine.
Because I asked Karma, and he's like, nah,
so-
10-minute casting time.
Well, if we were to stealth mission and then you start casting it while somebody distracts them, it could happen.
I still feel bad for screwing up the thing. I'm gonna
Nah,
quickly.
you're fine.
No,
good.
it's... That's why I was considering making the wall, but I didn't have time.
I'm
You
gonna.
didn't need to.
I mean, at least we
I
got
didn't
to
need to either.
end this.
Because I wasn't gonna if Karma said that he was too far away for me to cast remove curse, I was gonna time loop him.
Oh man,
I
What
was
if-
just gonna cast command
I mean-
halt on him.
I was just gonna say I get 3 free walls a day before I start using spell slots, so I could have
Oh,
just
okay,
stopped
that's
them
fair.
with that.
Yeah.
That way we're not burning
All
magic
right,
that we don't
so
have.
we're saying that I spent another 3rd level slot, but it's getting refunded.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay. And then-
going to take that off of my sheet, so I will be at 1 tier 3 slot.
Who am I giving the bead?
I say hold
can't
on
cast
to it. Hold on to it for right now. Until we get a better.
Potentially,
That
because art is a slicer.
I am not going to be up
Battlefield-wise.
front. I'm going to be flying in the air, so it would not be good
I
for
would
me to
think
have.
mostly our melee groups. In the
Well,
sense
yeah.
of- like
Either
my
one of the melee fighters,
Polly, like
maybe
Maya,
me.
Polly Art as well. Either Art or Maya.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
The only reason I throw my
We'll
name
just
in that
say-
ring is because I can split the battlefield so clearly using walls and such.
I
I
think
could probably
Polina
isolate
already
people.
has remove curse on her character.
Yeah,
If
that's
it touches 2
fine.
people
Well-
at the same time, will it cleanse them both?
No, you have to crack the bead and then it casts a spell.
But if we were doing like a hands in the middle type thing, it wouldn't
No.
work on both of them. Okay.
No, it will not. It casts a single spell, and you can only use it on one person because that's how the spell works.
I
But yes, you will.
I
you will
have
get
this
it.
dumb image now, just popping the bead into like the mouth and then putting both
what
hands
just
on 2
got-
people and just biting down on the bead till it cracks.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
No, see, you just gotta swallow it whole like a pill.
no.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna set off my chat now. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna be probably streaming a little bit more tonight, but everybody have a good day, good night, good evening, go whatever time is for you guys. I hope you all have a good one, and I'll see you all